father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Devin, I covered your career at the University of Texas. Where'd you disappear to?
Today is the day that we put Mathis on the NFL map. A long shot from the depths of the unknown to being drafted by an NFL team.
All their eyes on you. What's to stop you from hightailing again?
Let me ask you something. Why are you here? Because football's my life. My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, get back up again.
Wade is miles behind.
Long shot. You gonna get hit today.
You're not the only one trying to get drafted. No, man, forget you.
Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's the biggest moment of your life.
Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
Welcome into the DML Network. This is the Grind special episode, Madden 18. I'm your host, Expert, and I got a very special guest with me today. It's the Commish, Nasty Nupe, all the way from the West Coast. What's going on, my dude?
Man, it's been a long day. Got in line this morning at 11 a.m. Pacific for EA Play. Did not walk through the doors until just about a little bit after 3:30 p.m. Pacific. So it was a long day of standing in line today, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
But
yeah,
was able to see a beautiful game, I'll tell you that.
So first question is, what is the atmosphere like at EA Play this year?
Oh, it was a great atmosphere, man. Got to meet a lot of the guys that I've talked to on Twitter for the last couple months. Saw some big name YouTubers there. Saw Problem Right there. Saw Skimbo. Was able to meet a couple of the EA developers. They informed us today that they did get our T-shirts, so we didn't have to ask them. They saw us wearing the T-shirts, and Clint walked over and said, "Hey, I have one of those T-shirts," and he thanked us for it. So that was a big thing. So I appreciated that.
Huge bonus for us in the Dynasty. Man, just the way that your mind works sometimes to try and put us on the map. That's a big thing. Good to see Clint representing, opened his own package and saw he had a shirt. But let's get into why we're here. You said already, this is a beautiful game. Tell me, what was the first thing when you saw Madden 18 that just blew your mind?
The lighting is spectacular. Being able to see the players on the field, and you see the shadows on the players, and just the way they move. Like if you know in previous Maddens, when they're walking across the field, it's almost like that robotic movement that is gone. The movement is so fluid. It is beautiful to have the sun crossing across. I played as the Falcons, so to have the sun crossing across the top of the stadium and the shadows just changing, it's just amazing. And then to also see the fans in the stadium, it's just like night and day. Madden 18 from Madden 17, to be honest with you.
Man, that's amazing. So Frostbite engine came into this Madden. Could you tell a difference gameplay wise as far as the engine we have now in Madden 17 to now that the Frostbite is taking over?
Yeah, the big difference is, I believe just from my little time on it today, height and weight matters. I did not see the problem where if you're running a drag route and the player's headed toward the sideline, you are able to cut up the field now, as opposed to in Madden 17 in previous versions where the player would just run out of bounds, which was horrible. Just in this Madden, you're gonna have to be able to read defenses, and you're gonna have to be able to lead your wide receivers out of different zones. The days of just throwing the ball are over. because he will throw 5 or 6 interceptions. So, like Rex said today on several interviews I saw him doing, and when we were talking to him, you will have to get in the lab and you will have to learn these new mechanics, because what he likes to call, there is going to be a player gap, because the guys that get in the lab and lab it out are going to be much better than the guys that think they're just going to get on the sticks and play. It's night and day. I'll be honest with you. I played a guy today. I was the Falcons. He was the Minnesota Vikings. This guy kept throwing me the ball over and over and over because he kept wanting to play lobby ball. The lobby ball does not work for you when you're playing in simulation mode. It will get you 6 or 7 interceptions, like I said, and he didn't learn that until the fourth quarter. It was like a minute left in the game when he finally did score, because I put it on him. I put up like 40 points on him. So,
no doubt, represent the Dynasty. So you speak about the lab. Is there any changes to practice mode for Madden 18?
I hate to say this, but no. There will be no changes to practice mode. It'll be the same setup. I guess from the research and the numbers that they see, I guess a lot of people aren't using practice mode, so it's not higher on their list, which kind of sucks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's definitely a letdown for us in the Dynasty. I know that's one of the big things the guys always talked about. But you also talked about height, weight, size matters. Can you explain to the Dynasty, to everybody listening, why is that so much different in Madden 18 and what we're dealing with right now in Madden 17?
Well, I think the big change will be, like, you would have guys that would go out and put linebackers on the defensive line and do, I guess, stuff like that, which I guess in some formations may still work. But if you go out and build a power run offense, you're going to run the ball down their throat. It's just that simple, which how it should be. And if you go out and put together a 330-pound across-the-board offensive line, then you should be able to run the ball down a user's throat that happens to go out and put defensive ends or linebackers across their defensive line.
Nice. So we started to hear some things about matchups in the secondary. You can move your corner around to play against a certain wide receiver. Other than some of those changes, what else are you looking forward to in Madden 18 that you personally, as a user, don't see in Madden 17?
For me, I'm really excited about the targeting passing, to be honest with you. You know, as I played my game and then I sat there and I watched Tone, and before his wide receiver broke out of his break, Tone had already thrown the ball to a spot on the field. His wide receiver broke out of his route and got the ball. That's football. That's Tom Brady. He throws to a spot. The wide receiver needs to know the route tree, get to that spot where the ball is supposed to be. And I saw it happen today in Tone's game. I'm very excited about that. Everybody should be honest with you.
Well, I think it's definitely going to benefit those guys that understand the game of football. And like you say, like the lab, like to go in there and figure out how to be better on that offensive side of the ball. One thing I know I'm excited about, and I've talked to several users in the Dynasty, man coverage is back for Madden 18. Did you see that when you played today against the Vikings?
Yes, sir. Trufant was eating very well. I will say that. I will say that. Trufant walked out of that game with at least 3 or 4 of the interceptions from that game, because he kept, for some reason, he kept trying to go to that side of the field, and Trufant was not having it in that man coverage. So
Madden 18 man coverage is back like we had in 16. I know that's a benefit to those Falcons. Hopefully you can get those when we do high stakes at the end of high stakes. So was there anything you were disappointed that you were expecting to see from the new Madden, whether in franchise mode or just gameplay period, that you didn't get that kind of disappointed you, besides practice mode?
To be honest, no, because, you know, we were very limited, on the time that we had on the game, because so many people. So to say I was disappointed about anything today would, you know, be a lie. You know, once we get the game and we're able to sit there and play it, then that stuff may come. For me, going into it, man, it was all about the aesthetics, just looking at the game to see exactly how beautiful it was. And I keep saying that word. It is beautiful. Night and day when compared to Madden 17. I'll be honest with you, and I think you guys, when you see it, you're gonna feel the same way. Like when I say that comment, I'm not talking about the gameplay, because that, you know, until you get there and you're able to play it over and over and over, and you start to see the flaws in the game, then you can, you know, start nitpicking that. But at this point, I was just looking at the aesthetics, and it's just amazing. So I'm really excited, man, when the game drops, for everybody to be able to see it. And you know, we'll move into the Madden 18 season. CFM, we didn't get a chance to look at CFM, but when we talked to Rex, he pretty much said that you guys don't expect any changes to CFM, because the main focus of Madden 18 was to improve on gameplay.
Yeah.
Which I can see there's a lot of improvements just from the little time that we did on the game. There's a lot of stuff that were issues in previous versions that's not there right now. Like I stated, the drag routes running out of bounds is no longer there. They fixed the juke move.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Yeah, you flick the right analog stick, you can juke through the hole, which is I thought was great, because I hate to have to push all those buttons just to do a juke. Yeah. And it's not as slow as it was in Madden 17, which was pointless. You know, trying to spin as slow as it was just pointless.
Yep, absolutely.
So for me, no, there was nothing that I was really disappointed in as far as what I saw in my little time today.
No doubt. Sounds good. What else is on the agenda at EA Play for you?
EA Play is done for me. At this point, it'll be, it's done. So at this point, you know, do family thing, and then get on the plane Monday and come back home. So,
man, we want to say stay safe, enjoy the time with the family. Man, we appreciate you and Tone going out there and representing the Dynasty, giving us our first look. Cannot wait for Madden 18 to hit the PlayStation for the Dynasty. But we still got some business to take care of on Madden 17. So you need to hurry up and get home and take care of these Atlanta Falcons. High stakes is right around the corner, and it is becoming a bloodbath in the chat. Guys, get ready. But I just want to say appreciate the commish jumping on. I know he's had a really long day standing in line, taking care of us as a community. We appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your time out there, man. We'll hit you on the next show. Man, that's the grind for the DML Network. It's your boy Expert, and we out.
The Dynasty Madden League Network, the worldwide leader in CFM.